Hey, what's up, folks? Michael here with Breath Tap. Back for another tapping session. So, hope everyone's having a great morning so far. And we're going to be tapping on a special subject today. They're all special, right? Especially if it's brings you value and it's relevant to you, then it's definitely special, right? Anyway, I was tapping with a client, and I've tapped on this specific issue even myself in the past. And it's our inability to hold on to our power, right? Sometimes we're doing good, we're moving along just fine in life or through our day, feeling good, at a pretty elevated state of being, just feeling great. And then we run into somebody with a poor attitude or just a negative mindset. They have a negative tone on life in general. It's just like anything they talk about, there's a negative undertone to it. And it pulls us down. And especially the more sensitive you are to your own energy, your own emotions, and how the more self-aware you are, sometimes it's hard not to recognize it. It just happens. Like, we all know people who are negative minded. They have a negative mindset. They just have anything they talk about, there's negativity behind it, even a slight undertone of this negativity, and it feels like it just sucks us in. And really what's happening is we're giving our power away. We're giving them permission to determine how we feel. And the first step in adjusting this or correcting it or even feeling better about this is that you have to become conscious of it. You have to become self-aware. A lot of times we go through most of our lives, most of our day, completely unconscious. And what I mean by that is we're just reacting. We're reacting. Somebody says something negative to us. We react with the normal reaction that we have, which are thought patterns, habitual thought patterns and reactions, right? We get triggered or we take on the negative mindset that the other person is projecting onto us. And next thing we know, we feel like crap, right? And a lot of times we don't want to be around those people, and that could be helpful. But think about it this way. If you were 10 times bolder than you are right now, 10 times more confident, you felt incredible. You were way up here in this incredibly happy, joyful, strong, confident, elevated state of being. You had everything you wanted, and you were continuing to achieve and expand and grow in phenomenal ways. You had all the money you wanted, all the success, the achievements, the love, the relationships, the joy, and you were just expanding and growing, and you were 10 times everything you are now. And somebody came up to you with a negative mindset. How do you think you would react, right? It would be a joke. If you were this elevated 10 times more than you are now, anything negative somebody says to you, it would just bounce off you. You might even laugh about it. It wouldn't impact you at all because you feel so great and you're in such control, right? So like I said, that's a good exercise. Just think about that. Even when somebody's bringing you a negative tone and you feel yourself boiling a little bit or getting triggered or kind of just not feeling good, feeling uneasy because of this person, if you can become self-aware of how you're feeling and reacting, that's the first step. Another good exercise is when you become aware, you're like, I'm not feeling good because this person won't stop talking about all this negativity. They're talking about doom and gloom, how everything sucks. Maybe they're talking about their life or somebody else's life. Doesn't even matter. Or maybe they're just being negative about anything. It can be something simple or more complex, whatever. A good exercise when you become self-aware, you're like, I'm not feeling good about this. Ask yourself in your mind, of course, because they're going to be talking to you. Ask yourself in your mind, how would I react if I was 10 times more bolder, 10 times more confident? Maybe you tell them how you feel. Maybe you'd be like, you know what, Frank, why are you so negative all the time, brother? You have so much to be grateful for. Why are you so negative about everything, right? And maybe you don't come out and say that to them, but just think in your mind. You become self-aware. Somebody's projecting this negativity on. Instead of taking it in and becoming part of it, embodying it, ask yourself that. What would I do if I was 10 times bolder, more confident? You could just let it bounce off you. You could acknowledge what they're saying because you're having a conversation, right? You don't got to run and hide from them, but you could just project back to them on, positivity, right? Empowerment, feeling good, make them feel good, influence them They're trying to influence you. They don't even know they're trying to influence you, but they're trying to influence you. Influence them back. Anyway, this is turning into a longer video than I anticipated. But number one, become aware of how you're feeling when those negative emotions come up, especially when you're dealing with somebody. It doesn't matter who it is or what they're talking about. Feel it, recognize it. That recognition is self-awareness, and you start to do that more. It comes up immediately. You have more control over it. Second, ask yourself what you would do if you were 10 times bolder, 10 times more confident. How would you react if you were just truly living this elevated, authentic, happy, amazing self? It would be different than probably the way you're reacting now. And number three, now that you become self-aware and you're asking how you would react if you were up here, let's get up there. Let's raise that confidence, that boldness, that assertiveness, that high-level, loving, joyful, powerful, strong energy. Let's tap on it. Let's tap on the negative tone that people project on us, because we're not going to give our power to them anymore. And the only reason we don't feel good when somebody is acting like that or projecting that onto us is because of our interpretation of what they're saying. They have no control over us. Somebody outside of us has no control over our feelings. Our emotions are being generated by our own thoughts of what they're saying, what we're interpreting. And when we start to sink down low and feel shitty, that's because we're giving that power to them. We're allowing them to influence how we feel, but it's really our control, right? All right, enough talking. Let's tap. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Let it go. Even though I tend to give my power away to others, I choose to forgive myself and accept myself now. And even though I tend to give my power away to negative people, negative conversations, that negative tone that some people carry with them, sometimes I take that on myself, and I don't like the way that feels. I choose to love, honor, and accept myself right now. And even though other people's negative tones make me feel like crap, brings me down, they're literally making me feel negative, unhappy, even upset. I'm tired of giving my power to other people. I choose to love, honor, and accept myself right now. This tendency for me to give my power away to negative people, this tendency to give my power to others, especially when they carry a negative tone. When I hear others talking in a negative light, a negative attitude, it makes me feel like crap. Who wouldn't feel like crap? All these negative people, all this negative conversation with others, I don't like it one bit. It makes me feel crappy. I'm tired of feeling crappy. I'm tired of other people making me feel crappy. All these other people making me feel crappy. I don't like it one bit. Why is everyone trying to make me feel like crap? Why is everybody so negative? All these negative people making me feel like crap. All these negative people making me feel like crap right now. Negative conversation makes me feel like crap. Negative undertones from other people make me feel negative myself. All of these negative ideas, opinions, negative conversations Why is everybody so negative? It's making me feel like crap. All of this negativity that impacts me, I wish it would just go away. All of this negativity that's impacting me, it's other people's fault. They're being negative. They're talking negative. They have a negative undertone in their life. I feel like every time I talk to these people, they have nothing but bad, negative things to say and discuss. It's always a negative discussion. Makes me feel low. Makes me feel like crap. I come away feeling negative. Sometimes I feed into what they're saying. It sucks me in and I start talking negative too. All of these negative conversations that make me talk negative too. I didn't realize how much control I didn't have. Every negative conversation sucks me into negativity. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all these negative people, all their negative conversations, all these negative personalities, all of these negative people in my life with their negativity. I can't stand it. And I'm just tired of it. I wish I could just let it go. I wish I could just let go of all the negativity because it's making me feel like crap. Well, here's a good question. How would I react to these people? And how would I feel if I was 10 times bolder, 10 times more confident? If my attitude and personality was bulletproof, how would I react then? Would I allow others to determine how I feel? Of course not. Wait a second. Am I telling myself that I have control of myself? Control of my emotions? Control of my thoughts? And control in how I feel regardless of the circumstance? Yes, that's what I'm telling myself. It's my interpretation of what other people are saying that makes me feel bad. Yes, they could be talking about something bad or negative or horrible or terrible or whatever. I don't have to embody what they're saying. I could acknowledge it. I could have a conversation about it. But I could still keep myself up high on that high-flying disc of gratitude, love, joy, confidence, and strength. And I choose to do that now. I choose not to give my power away any longer. I'm tired of giving my power away to others. And every time somebody comes at me with a negative tone, a negative conversation, I'm going to become aware of it. I'm commanding my subconscious mind right now to become aware of how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling that way. The only reason I ever feel that way is because I'm giving that power away to others. And I choose not to do that any longer. I choose to acknowledge that maybe they're going through a tough time. Maybe they have very negative thought patterns and opinions. And that's normal, a lot of people do. But I choose to no longer let that impact me and how I feel. Because I'm grateful. I'm grateful for life. I'm even grateful for those negative people. Because it shows me what I don't want to embody. I don't want to have negativity in my life. But I can still have a conversation with people who are negative. I'm allowing myself to realize that negative people exist. Negative conversations will still happen, and people will have negative opinions about life. I choose to project positivity. I choose to project strength and confidence. I choose to project my authentic self, which is very strong, which is very positive. I choose to allow myself to feel good even when others are not. It's not my responsibility to embody how they feel. I cannot help anyone by becoming negative with them. But what I could do is project powerful, positive energy back at them. I choose to allow myself to do this moving forward. I choose to allow myself to ask, what would I do? How would I respond if I was 10 times bolder and more confident? In all of those situations where people are projecting negativity onto me, I choose to elevate myself and project back onto them powerful, positive energy. I just choose to love myself and accept myself right now. I choose to love and accept these other people too. Besides, the contrast of the negativity and the positivity is the spice of life. It allows us to see what we don't want to see, which then allows us to see more of that which we do want to see and experience. And so I choose to have that power now. I choose to have that confidence now. I choose to keep my power to myself and create more joy, happiness, health, and wealth all around me and onto all the people around me, even if they are negative, in body, mind, heart, and spirit. Nice deep breath in. And let it go. All right. Woo! That was a long one. We went a lot of different directions there. So if you stuck through it this long, then I applaud you. And if necessary, go back and do it again. There's a lot of aspects of negative energy from other people and how we give our power to them, and it can be very multifaceted. So keep tapping on it and start to become aware of how you feel around certain people, what they're saying, and why you're doing that. It's usually just your interpretation of what they're saying. It might make you feel uneasy because maybe there's some truth behind it. Maybe it's linked to a trauma or something negative that happened to you a long time ago, or a certain experience, right? There could be a lot of aspects. So just keep tapping, be aware, and have a great day. We'll see you later.